Deion Sanders' Colorado Buffaloes smashes the Nebraska Cornhuskers 36-14.
Yeah.
This was a game that people wanted to see because TCU, they had so much turnover since last season.
Yeah.
And Colorado's getting too big for this britches. It's too much hype too soon.
They gotta calm them down, right?
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
I'm proud of what they're doing over there. I like what Deion's doing, not because I think, he's taking like these underdogs to, levels that they didn't think they can get to. I think he already thought and they already could do what they're doing right now. But it's because he's not ashamed to do it. Everything he's doing is like trailblazing. Taking and rehauling and rehashing your team. Like, people look at Colorado for their history, but this ain't the Colorado team from last year even. No. I think there's only 3 of them that were starters last year that's still on the team. So when you look at that and take that into account, like, you can't hold their past against them because they ain't them. You know what I mean? And all you can do, and I think the best thing you can do if you're a person that's trying to come in and start fresh, is to truly come in with a new culture that's being, instead of trying to rip things down, in real estate, like, it's easier to build from an empty lot than it is to demo and then rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So, I thought that was a good idea just to start fresh because, if things break down, what you got. You know what type of players you have. You know what I'm saying? You know who you recruited, who you drafted. Oh, you ain't drafted, but you know what I mean? Who you went out into the transfer portal and got. So, I like what they're doing over there because of how unique it is, and I think he's changing college football. As far as the game today, I thought the defense actually stepped up and did what they were supposed to do today as opposed to last week. So it showed that they're real, and I think them winning that first game, he said it. They said that they were here with that, right? But now it's like you let it be known like it wasn't a fluke and they're not a joke. You know what I mean? So crushing them the way they did, and it wasn't they jumped out early, blew them out. It was a tough game in the first half. It was back and forth. A lot of turnovers, but Nebraska was playing tough and staying in it, and then there were penalties that was keeping them behind the sticks too that made it a little crazy too. So when you look at all that, you take that into account, to overcome that and still have a landslide victory. I think it's the largest victory against Nebraska since like 2001. So to do that after the way the first half looked, it lets you know they are real as well. So that's good for them, and it's good for HBCUs too, because it's talent coming out of those schools. You know what I mean? My brother went to one. He went to Jackson State, actually. But my uncle went to A&T, so HBCUs need... I went to Lincoln University. So,
shit, okay.
Yeah, HBCUs need love, man. So it's good for them, too. It's good for them, too, because there's a lot of talent there.
Could they possibly become a victim of their own success? Because...
Oh, you like Bane? He said victory is a defeated you.
Yeah. Shedeur Sanders, right?
Right.
He, like, everybody said, he's just a... what do you call it? Division AA quarterback, and then he torches to.
Well, when your dad is Deion, how bad are you going to be at quarterback? I don't get why people thought
there was a question mark, right? So now it's looking like he could possibly be a rival of Caleb Williams. For to be the #1 quarterback taken. So could it be a situation where they lose their guy a year earlier than what they were expecting?
I think it could happen, but I honestly think Deion and his sons are there to like prove something. So I don't see, even though I think he might be a Heisman candidate this year, I don't see him coming out at the end of the season. If he does, it will surprise me. I think both he, his father, and scouts as well probably feel he still has growing to do, even if he is the best quarterback out there. I think that just shows how much better he can be because he's still going to improve. He said that he's adjusting to the size of the linemen, the speed of their conference, or what's a Big Ten, I think they're. But he's adjusting to the speed of this level. But even with that, he's still putting up good numbers. So that's showing that he's still going to improve. When he adjusts to the speed and it slows down, which I think it already did to me, his clock don't look like it's that fast. Like, he looked calm and poised in the pocket when I'm watching him. So if he's still feeling like he might be anxious or jittery back there, that's even more scary because that means he's going to get another element to his game. And he was looking, I think he reads the field deep to short because that's why I think he was getting a little trouble today early. He was trying to hit all the big stuff and like missing out on some of the short things underneath. So when he starts hitting that a little more consistently too, the offense is going to move better. It's not going to just be big plays here and then, finishing drives. You know what I mean? It's going to be consistent long, sustained drives, and they're not running the ball right now either. So I don't think victory will be their detriment, because I think they're out to prove something a little bigger. And with the NIL deals that these kids got now, they're not as hungry to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
I don't know if he come out this year. If he do, he'll earn it. He will. But I don't think he does, no matter what he does. I think he might go for it again. You know what I mean?